just get that all in the same place. And then I don't think anything there is walkable. So they banned Uber and created their own Uber. So that exists and it's cheap, but I don't know if that's the best way to get around or what. Traditionally, it's motorbike taxis, but until I'm accustomed to the place, I'm not going to try to go through the haggling that you have to do as a foreigner every time you ride on one. That'll be something to get used to because Taiwan doesn't do haggling. What? It looks like it's not as bad now that there are smartphones because now you just look up the price of something and then you tell them what you're willing to pay and then you just walk away if they don't take it. So that's it's a totally different world than when there was no price reference at all. So I looked up after the Americans ripped me off so bad on currency exchange when I went to Taiwan. I would never change money here, but that's another issue over there, is where to change money at a decent rate. It sounds like they're converting to a cashless system for most stuff, but I fundamentally don't like those systems, so I'm going to try to stay away from that as best I can.
In 2 miles, take the Ohio 93 exit toward Ironton, Jackson.
Do what? Oh, well, they don't even do cards. They do like phone apps. So you're.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's speed, it's risk.
Like how Japan skipped personal computers, I think that they're just going to skip credit cards entirely and just go straight to the next step. So yeah, the plan will be, I talked to Steven, well, didn't talk, but sent him a couple of messages that, maybe I can hang out in Taoyuan at least for a day or two on the way. So that would give me, I think it's still a 4-hour flight from Taipei. That'll give me a day or two to sort of recombobulate a little bit and see them. Robin was born after I left, so never met him.
Ohio 93 exit toward Ironton, Jackson.
Oops.
Take the Ohio 93 exit.
Well, it's my first criddler walking on the expressway of the trip.
In 500 feet at the traffic circle, take the third exit onto Ohio 93.
Did I tell you the traffic circles have made it to Nebraska? Yeah. Well, I mean, it really is just a better intersection.
In 600 feet at the traffic circle, continue straight.
It depends on the maximum traffic. It depends on the places. And people can be so stomach at this in some places. But the other thing is the size of the traffic circle. People, there's a difference. So the fact is, And you would like imagine that has one of those near her house, and it's so small.
Yeah.
But she's one of those people who's all freaking out about it. I don't go, you just smack them right away. What? It's so simple. It's a circle, they hit it.
Yeah.
And she just can't seem to get that through her head.
Well, yeah, Granddad had it backwards when I had to drive him around whenever that year was, 22 or something. And it was annoying to deal with, but he would get so agitated and angry because he thought that I have the right of way going into the circle. Well, and then he would say, well, Mike, you just don't know how to drive. I've been to England where these came from, and in England, that's blah, 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 blah. So he didn't know who I was or, you know, one of those deals. So it was, yeah, distressing at the time, but sort of funny to think about how that would work if the car entering it had the right of way. Everything would be instantly gridlocked.
Oh, yeah. Well, here, over on the other side of the railroad, going to Vermont, um, all the way marched going both ways. But most of the
In a quarter mile, turn right onto County Road 7 East, Old State Route 75. Take the next
I
right
can
onto
tell
County
I'm
Road 7
losing you
East,
here.
Old State Route
It's
75.
really, really crackly, and I'm turning on this side road, so I bet that's it.
Okay.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Ohio 141 East.
This is nice because I'm down to a 2-lane, 45 mile an hour kind of road rather than this 6-lane, 70 mile an hour one.
Yeah.
But yeah, not as sick today, but the indigestion is awful.
You got some toes?
Somewhere it's without emptying out the whole car. I forgot to get a toothbrush again. Without emptying
At
out
the
the
stop
whole
sign,
car,
turn
I
left onto
can't
Ohio
find
141
the
East. Then your destination will be on
stuff.
the left.
I can't find anything.
No,
So
in the box that I had that was full, there's that medicine bar, and there's the box in the box.
I can't really make out what you're saying. I can tell you're talking. Well, now I can't tell if you're talking. So anyway, I guess, yeah.
There's a box with tools.
Your destination is on the left.
There's a box with medicines.
Yeah.
Continue on Ohio 141 East for 4 miles.
Toothbrushes, look there for, I think there's toothbrushes in there.
Yeah.
Look there for combs.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and bear it until I get to a stopping point, but I'll look for that.
Alright. Drink lots of water, try to flush it.
Yeah, I got a few bottles of it. Probably ought to stock up on that again, though. I
Okay.
no longer need the enough water to hike out of the desert amount, but good to have some.
Yeah.
And I'm out of camping meals, so I'll have to rely on grocery stores from here on out.
Okay. We'll check in after a while, okay?
All right, we'll do.
Alright, love you.
Love
Bye.
you too. Bye.
always in groups of fewer than 3, and they could not be out after nightfall. Even under Pacific law, they had to obey the curfew. But also slaves customarily faced in course of existence. The oracle would confront even weird breed of cat like Nazi Germany, comprehensible to I Ching. Mr. Baines, seeing Mr. Tagomi distractedly manipulating the handful of vegetable stalks, recognized how deep the man's distress was. For him, Mr. Baines thought, this event, his having had to kill and mutilate these 2 men, is not only dreadful, it is inexplicable. What can I say that might console him? He fired on my behalf. Moral responsibility for these 2 lives is therefore mine, and I accept it. I view it that way. Coming over beside Mr. Baines, General Tedeki said in a soft voice, "You witness the man's despair. He seems
That guy was awesome.
as a Buddhist. Even if not formally, the influence was there. A culture in which no life is to be taken, all lives holy." Mr. Baines nodded. "He will recover his equilibrium," General Tedeki continued, "in time. Right now he has no standpoint by which he can view and comprehend his act. That book will help him, for it provides an external frame of reference." "I see," Mr. Baines said. He thought another frame of reference which might help him would be the doctrine of original sin. I wonder if he has ever heard of it. We are all doomed to commit acts of cruelty or violence or evil. That is our destiny, due to ancient factors, our karma. The same. The light blue Italian original with short, fluffy sleeves and a wildly low neck. Background, and new socks, underwear, and a pair of stylish, sharp-toed shoes.
Listen to these same things so many times now.
That was what she wanted. And a bellboy, actually a grown man, wearing a maroon uniform, came quickly and carried all their parcels and luggage, leaving them with nothing to do but climb the wide carpeted steps under the awning, pass through the glass and mahogany doors, and into the lobby. Small shops on each side of the lobby, flower shop, gifts, candy, place to telegraph, desk to reserve plane flights, the bustle of guests at the desk of the elevator, shining out so that he could easily take note of it. Joe said, "We'll buzz up there, and then afterward, when we come back, we'll take in the sightseeing." He spoke reasonably, and yet still with a stark deadness as if he were reciting. "No," she said. "Put on that blue dress." He rummaged around among the parcels until he found it in the largest box. "Be careful." Peered into her face, searching her features. "I'm dying," she said. He said, "You didn't take them." He pointed to her clenched fist. She discovered that she still had them there. "You are mentally ill," he said. He had become heavy, slow. Blood had seeped through his fingers. She saw down his wrist, the hole on the floor. "They won't let me." She found the bed, found her suitcase, opened it, spilled out clothes, underwear, and blouse, skirt, pair of low heels. And there. "You are mentally ill," he said. He had become heavy, slow, like some inert mass. "You are very sick. We can't go." "No, doctor," she said. "I'll be okay." She tried to smile. She watched his face to see if she had.
In a quarter mile, you will arrive at your destination.
And runs. "I don't think you to the Adamsons," he said. "Not now, anyway. Tomorrow, maybe you'll be better. We'll try tomorrow. They have to. May I go to the bathroom again?" He nodded, his face working, barely hearing her. So she returned to the bathroom. Again, she shut
You have arrived.
the cabinet, another blade, which he took in her right hand. She came out once more. "Bye-bye."
Continue on Ohio Ohio 141 East for 6 miles.
She said. As she opened the corridor door, he exclaimed, grabbed wildly at her. Whisk. It is awful, she said. They violate. I ought to know. Ready for her snatcher, the various night prowlers I can certainly handle. Where had this one gone? Slapping his neck, doing a dance. Let me by, she said. Don't bar my way unless you want a lesson. However, only women. Holding the blade up, she went on opening the door. Joe sat on the floor, hands pressed to the side of his throat, sunburned posture. Goodbye, she said, and shut the door behind her. The warm, carpeted corridor. A woman in a white smock, humming or singing, wheeled a cart along, head down. Both door numbers arrived in front of Juliana. The woman lifted her head, and her eyes popped and her mouth fell. Oh, sweetie, she said. You really are tight. You need a lot more than a hairdresser. You go right back inside your room and get your clothes on before they throw you out of this hotel. My good Lord. She opened the door behind Juliana. Have your man sober you up. I'll have room service send up hot coffee. Please, now get into your room. Pushing Juliana back into the room, the woman slammed the door after her, and the sound of her cart diminished. Hairdresser lady, Juliana realized. Looking down, she saw that she did have nothing on. The woman had been correct. Joe, she said, they won't let me. She found the bed, found her suitcase, opened it, spilled out clothes, underwear, a blouse and skirt, pair of low-heeled shoes. Make me come back, she said. Finding the comb, she rapidly combed her hair, then brushed it. What an experience! The woman was right outside, about to knock. Rising, she went to find the mirror. Is this better? Mirror in the closet door. Turning, she surveyed herself, twisting, standing on tiptoe. I'm so embarrassed, she said, glancing around for him. I hardly know what I'm doing. You must have given me something. Whatever it was, it just made me sick, instead of helping me. Still sitting on the floor, clasping the side of his neck, Joe said, Listen, you're very good. You cut my aorta, artery in my neck. Giggling, she clapped her hand to her mouth. Oh, God, you're such a freak. I mean, you get words all wrong. The aorta's in your chest. You mean the carotid. If I let go, he said, I'll bleed out in 2 minutes. No sense, so get me some kind of help. Get a doctor or an ambulance. You understand me? Did you mean to? Evidently. Okay, we'll call or go get someone. After pondering, she said, I meant to. Well, he said. Anyhow, get them for me. For my sake. Go yourself. I don't have it completely closed. Blood had seeped through his fingers. She saw it down his wrist, the hole on the floor. I don't dare move. I have to stay here. She put on her new coat, closed her new handmade leather purse, picked up her suitcase and as many worth as she could manage.
Continue on Ohio 217 East for 1.5 miles.
As she opened the corridor door, she looked back at him. Maybe I can tell them at the desk, she said. Downstairs. Yes, he said. All right, she said. I'll tell them. Don't look for me back at the apartment in Kansas City because I'm not going back there. And I have most of those Reich banknotes, so I'm in good shape in spite of everything. Goodbye. I'm...
Turtle rescue. That was a tiny turtle. Luckily, there's a pretty steep hill over there. Maybe he'll just fall down it, but indigestion so bad I can't breathe. Gosh. Awfulness. Just awful.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Deeringball Knob Road. Turn left onto Deeringball Knob Road.
Thought I was being clever, ignoring Google, but what I did was go up a dead end road. Without nowhere to turn around. Unless that's a turnaround, which I ain't gonna take the muddy chance. Sure is a nice place.